Hi, all my LGBT friends and others. I just want to say my prayers go out to the people of Italy, and please keep them in your prayers and thoughts. And they had several massive earthquakes, I believe 7 in a row. Kind of interesting, huh? I don't know. Just sad. Anyway, but the Lord said there will be earthquakes in diverse places as we get closer to the end times. And I'm just also praying that somebody does something about Hillary Clinton, because she is one criminal that's just billions of dollars that she's just selling away the states and selling away her time and lining her pockets. It's just unbelievable, and no one is doing anything about it. We have a criminal that's running for the president, the highest office of the land. And she's just smiling away as if, she's above it all. Okay, well, I know that the Lord will, have his final word on things. All right. Let's get into chapter 5, shall we? Please do pray before you hear this word, so that the Lord can work in you and in your heart, and to give you what He wants you to know for the day. What was I thinking of? Okay. I guess it was just a fleeting thought. All right. This is chapter 5 is about the unclean to be removed out of the camp. Restitution, enjoined. Hallowed things belong to the priest, and the trial of jealousy. Okay. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper and every one that has an issue, whosoever is defiled by the dead. Both male and female shall you put out. Without the camp shall you put them, and they defile not their camp, in the midst whereof I dwell. And the children of Israel did so, and put them out without the camp. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, so did the children of Israel. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, when a man or a woman shall commit any sin that men commit, to do a trespass against the Lord, and that person be guilty, then they shall confess their sin which they have done, and he shall recompense his trespass with the principal thereof, and add unto it a fifth part thereof, and give it unto him against whom he had trespassed. If the man have no kinsman to recompense the trespass, unto the trespass he recompense unto the Lord, even to the priest, besides the ram of the atonement, whereby an atonement shall be made for him. And every offering of all the holy things of the children of Israel, which they bring unto the priest, shall be his. And every man hallowed things shall be his. Whosoever any man giveth the priest, it shall be his. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, say unto them, If any man's wife go aside and commit a trespass against him, and a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be kept closed, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither she be taken with the manner, and the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled, or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled, Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her 1/10 part of an ephah of a barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near, and set her before the Lord. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle the priest shall take, and put it unto the water. And the priest shall set the woman before the Lord, and uncover the woman's head, and put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causes the curse. And the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, If no man have lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanliness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causes the curse. But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thy husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing. And the priest shall say unto the woman, The Lord make thee a curse and an oath among thy people, when the Lord doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell. And this water that causes the curse shall go into thy bowels, to make thy belly to swell, and thy thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, Amen, amen. And the priest shall write thee curses in a book, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water. And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causes the curse. And the water that causes the curse shall enter into her and become bitter. When the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before the Lord, and offer it upon the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the offering, even the memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar, and afterward shall cause the woman to drink the water. And when he hath made her to drink the water, then it shall come to pass that if she be defiled, and have done trespass against her husband, the water that causes the curse shall enter into her, and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thigh shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. And if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall be free, and shall conceive a seed. This is the law of jealousies. When a wife goeth aside to another instead of her husband, and is defiled, or when the spirit of jealousy cometh upon him, and he be jealous over his wife, and shall set the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law. Then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Wow. It kind of reminds me of the story of the woman that was brought to Jesus because of adultery, and she was considered a whore, but she was called a lot of vile things, and the woman was going to be stoned by these men, and there was a priest also from the temple there that was going to stone her. And Jesus was writing in the sand, and many believe he wrote the words, I am, which I think is neat. And of course he said the famous words, you who is without sin cast the first stone. And of course, one by one, they dropped their stones and turned and walked away. And then he said to the woman, go and sin no more. Perhaps he knew, she did sin, but he forgave her. And she left, So this is what would happen to a woman before Jesus, okay? So anyway, very interesting. All right, I hope you have a good Wednesday, good hump day. And yeah, so all right, be praying for those who are in need and those who are also in Louisiana, and go Louisiana Navy. And anyway, let's be praying for our country. Okay, love you guys. Bye-bye.